Hello everyone, welcome to my Java tutorial, and in this tutorial I'll be teaching you classes and objects. So let's begin. Now let us consider a real world scenario. For example, before constructing any building or any apartment, we first draw a diagram of it on paper, right? So this diagram will probably have the building's dimensions, then how many rooms it will have, then how the rooms will be internally structured, and things like that. Okay, so based on this diagram the actual building will be constructed. Okay, now in object oriented terminology, the diagram is analogous to a class, and the actual building which is constructed, it is analogous to a object. Okay, so in object oriented programming, the diagram is the class and the actual building is the object. Now we can say that a class is like a blueprint of an object, right? So it is just a description, and based on the description provided in the class, the object will be constructed in memory. Okay, now let us consider some real world entities. For example, a car, a bike, probably cat, dog, then buildings, anything. So these real world entities can be represented in the form of objects in object oriented programming. Okay, now let us consider one such real world entity, for example a dog. Now a dog will have some data associated with it, right? For example, a dog will have some breed. Okay, then a dog will have some color. Okay, it may have some name. So this is the data which is associated with the dog. Then apart from this, a dog will exhibit some kind of behavior. Now what is a behavior? For example, a dog can bark, it can walk, it can run, right? So this is the behavior of a dog. Now, in object-oriented programming, when we represent this dog as an object, in that case, the data will be represented in the form of variables, and behavior will be represented in the form of methods. Okay, so I'll explain this with an example. Again, I'll create a dog class first, and then we'll create an object. Okay, so let us create a dog class. So for creating a class, we have a keyword class, which is then followed by the class name, and it is then followed by the class body. Now inside the class body, I'll just declare two string variables. Let's say string breed, because every dog has some breed, and string color. Okay, and I've declared it as string because these values are going to be strings. Okay, now this is the data part. Now I'm going to add some behavior, and as I said, behavior is represented in the form of methods. So I'll add a few methods over here. Let's say void bark, okay, and void walk. Okay, and I'll add some statements inside this. So I'll print something on screen. Let's say barks, and over here walks. Okay, so our class is ready. So this is just a description. Okay, now we'll create the actual object, and for creating an object we just have to say dog, then the reference name is equal to new dog. Okay, so guys, this is the syntax of creating an object, right? And again, in this case, in my previous tutorials I've mentioned that there are two types of data. One is the primitive type and the other one is the reference type. And in this case, this is the reference type. Okay, so this will be pointing to an object which is created in memory. Okay, so when we say new dog, an object will be created in memory, and this reference will be pointing to that object. Okay, so it will basically have the memory address of that object, right? That's it. Now we have created our class, we have created our object. Now what I will do is I will invoke these methods on this object. And how do I do it? For invoking methods, I just have to say obj1, that is the name of the reference or the name of the object, dot bark. Okay, so this is the way we invoke any method of an object. So let's run this, and yes, it prints barks. Now similarly, I'll invoke the other method, obj1 dot walk. Okay, and let's run this. Yes. Okay, so as you can see, it prints walks. So guys, this is the way we create a class, then we create an object of that class, and we invoke methods on that object. So that's it for now. Thank you for watching and see you in my next tutorial.